please. I'd like to call this irregular meeting of the county legislature together. Will the clerk please call the roll?
Michael Yerden.
Present.
Herbert Yerden.
Present.
Edward Gilson.
Here.
David Holst.
Here.
Rory Real is absent excused. John Martino.
Here.
Bradley Trudell.
Here.
Paul House.
Here.
James Weatherup.
Here.
Mary Ellen Chesbrough.
Here.
Linda Lockwood.
Here.
Richard Klein.
Present.
Patrick Twist.
Here.
Stephen Walpole.
Here.
Nathan Evans is absent excused. Thomas Strong.
Here.
Lori Mangum.
Here.
Robert Wilmot.
Here.
Marie Schott.
Here.
Tim Stahl.
Mr. Chairman, I am here.
Terry Wilbur.
Here.
James Crossett.
Here.
Morris Cervello.
Here.
Mark Greco.
Here.
Ralph Stacy Jr.
Present.
Mr. Chairman, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Would the clerk please lead us in an invocation?
Please stand for the invitation. Let us be thankful for this opportunity to serve our community. May we always act in accordance with what is best for our community and our fellow citizens. Grant us clarity, courage, and resolve. And above all, we ask for guidance in all that we do. Amen.
Amen.
Please join us in the pledge. I pledge
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Trust we've had time to look at the minutes from the county legislature's regular meeting on May 14th, 2020. A motion?
Move. Second.
Move and second. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Going to dispense with the introduction of visitors and with the public speakers on resolutions of the day. Move right on to reports of county officials. Hearing none, reports of standing committees. Hearing none, reports of special committees. Hearing none, thank you. Moving right on to resolutions and motions. Government courts. There is none. Moving then to public safety. Legislator Wilbur.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution in urgent adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution awarding professional services contract, continuity of operations planning.
This is a plan that we need to update. Last one we did was about 20 years ago, so we definitely are due for this update. I want to thank the Office of Emergency Management for looking into this and getting this planning going. This will help our county move in the right direction, especially in crises moving forward.
Thank you. Any discussion?
Well, I make a motion to present this.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Resolution PS2 by Legislator Wilbur.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to present this resolution.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution awarding professional services contract, correctional facility commissary.
Okay, my bad. Do we have a second?
Second.
Multiple seconds, thank you. Legislator Wilbur.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. In our sheriff's department, the sheriff and the undersheriff are very forward-thinking, and we have looked at our commissary situation that we have. What you have in front of you is a new approved commissary agreement, which will put this out and basically take the money out of our sheriff's hands. We won't have to handle any of that funding there. It'll be easier for individuals who need to come in and deposit the money. They'll have an ATM-like setup at the front of the Public Safety Center where they'll be able to deposit the funding for the inmates on that. That also helps us when it comes to personnel having to manage that whole system, along with they'll also have the opportunity to deposit funds online too. This will definitely make it easier moving forward with the commissary and actually take care of a number of potential issues that we could see.
All right, thank you. Is there any discussion? Legislator Schott.
What are the potential savings?
Well, Mr. Chairman, we're actually garnering 25% of the funding on this that'll come back to our county. So we're actually going to make some funding back that'll go into the designated line for inmate expenses, which then we can use that for various things throughout the jail.
Great, thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries, thank you. Moving on to Human Services Committee, Legislator Trudell with Resolution HS1.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Before I start, I'd just like to say I'm happy to be back in the chamber with all my fellow legislators. Really is
Glad to see you.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the Social Services Department budgetary modification, including the creation of one employment specialist position.
Now, we have a motion, do we have a second? Multiple seconds.
Mr. Chairman, I offer an amendment to the resolution as well, which I'd like to read as follows. For insertion into the third paragraph, currently there are 4 paragraphs, there will be a fifth paragraph, which will be inserted after number 2, and read as follows. Resolved, should grant funds be depleted, the position will be deleted. This amendment will allow us then, because this is grant funded from Center State, if for whatever reason at whatever time those funds go away, this would not be a permanent position, it would then have to be county funded. So the amendment to the resolution is basically the sunset clause, or exactly as it stated, should grant funds be depleted, the position will be deleted.
Thank you.
Second amendment.
Second on the amendment, any discussion on the amendment? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Amendment carries. The original amendment then, sir? Or is that the whole you're done?
That is the whole.
That again. So I'm new to this.
You're doing fine, Mr. Chairman.
Resolution HS2 by Legislator Trudell.
Did we vote?
Resolution as amended.
Okay, we need to vote on the amendment first, I believe.
We already voted on the amendment. We need to vote on the
We
resolution.
need to vote on the regular. Any discussion on the resolution as amended? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. We'll get this. Resolution HS2 by Legislator Trudell.
Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budget modification, Department of Social Services to accept New York State OASAS pass-through funds for substance abuse providers.
Do we have a second?
Yes.
Multiple seconds.
Mr. Chairman, at this time, I don't have any pertinent amplifying remarks because it is just pass-through money. It's money that will be handed from the state.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you, sir. Moving on, EDP, Resolution EP1 by Legislator Stahl.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I report this resolution. I urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing and supporting the submission of CARES Act Consolidated Grant Assistance Project for Public Transportation and Mobility Management Services.
I'll second that motion.
Multiple seconds. Thank you.
As everyone knows, there's been a lot of expenses added at this time to equip our transit vehicles so that they properly protect our riders and drivers. Department of Transportation for New York State has offered some available monies up to $3 million. This is just authorizing us to go after some of that. There is no local share.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Resolution EP2 by Legislator Stahl.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to offer this resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the execution of a Section 5311 formula grant for rural area program application 2019-2020 by the County of Oswego, New York State Department of Transportation, and making related certifications and assurances.
All right, you've seen something very similar to this before. There is a need to have some additional language in this application. It's $1 million, just about $1 million grant application for our rural transportation. We have updated that language as required by the funding agency, the Department of Transportation.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you, sir. Health Committee, Resolution HE1 by Legislator Perez.
Mr. Chairman, fellow legislators, I offer the following resolution for your consideration.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing budgetary modification, Health Department, Health Research, Inc., COVID-19 funding.
So this is money that's coming into the county from Health Research Incorporated to the total of $50,579 as part of the COVID-19 funding. So it's nice to get money in.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Infrastructure, facilities, and technology, Legislator Walpole, IT1.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution authorizing the execution of an easement to the Village of Pulaski water system improvements.
Yes, as written, it's a temporary construction easement allowing the Village of Pulaski to go and expand their water system.
Thank you. Do we have a second? We have multiple seconds? Do we have any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Resolution IT2 by Legislator Walpole.
Yes, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution establishing capital project number B0320 and authorizing an intermunicipal agreement with Onondaga County, Cockdenoy Road, Bridge over Oneida River.
Second. Tell he's not from Hastings.
As most of you are aware, this bridge is more or less co-owned with the two counties, and this is obviously in need of repair to the tune of $1.3 million, and our end is $650,000. Excuse me. Onondaga County will be heading up the project, which alleviates us from that. All we need to do is pay our portion.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carries. Thank you. Resolution IT3 by Legislator Walpole.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution accepting a CARES Act grant offer at Oswego County Airport.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, this is accepting the CARES Act grant offer in the amount of $30,000 to offset the decline in revenues arising from the COVID-19.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second.
Multiple seconds. Any discussion? Legislator Shaw.
What portion of that CARES grant do we pay for?
There is, as far as I know.
Usually you have to pay some part of the grant, always. Is that correct?
Versus CARES.
This is CARES Act. We don't, there's no percentage over that.
So we're responsible for that.
They're giving us 30,000.
Thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Thank you. Resolution IT4 by Legislator Walpole.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution to add contract for controlled sand to the Oswego County intermunicipal agreement.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I would like to amend this resolution to include the word ice in the ice control sand above, and to add the word county and, where it says sand, to county and municipalities, and 2 spots below.
Second.
Thank you.
And I also second to amend it as well.
Okay.
Both amendments.
So we have any discussion on the amendment? All those in favor? Aye. Opposed? Amendment carries. Back to the original amendment. As amended. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carries. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have one more resolution.
We're going to get back just to follow the order. Oh, I'll be right back. Thank you, sir. Resolution HS3 by Legislator Trudeau.
Mr. Chairman, thank you again. I offer the following resolution and urge its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution demanding the state of New York release enhanced federal Medicaid matching funds and reconciliations legally owed to Oswego County under federal law.
Mr. Chairman, as we read down through this, there's a couple salient points. The biggest one is, of course, that this is federal money provided by the United States government, the federal government down in Washington, to the state The state then is required to pass it through to us. Because they're not passing that through, we're asking that, give us what we are due from Albany. So again, the selling point is that it's federal money the state has, give it up.
Thank you, Harry.
Mr. Chairman, I'll second that, and I wholeheartedly agree.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. Resolution FP1 by Legislator Martino.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I make a motion to bring this to the floor. Second.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
A resolution approving a memorandum of understanding with the Oswego County Professional Association, OCPA.
Thank you. This is a resolution with the CBA that we have negotiated with them through the COVID crisis for their overtime, for their justifiable work, that they be compensated accordingly through the negotiation from the union and the county. They agreed. This just executes that.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Thank
Carried.
you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Next to Resolution 19.5 by Legislator Walpole.
Yes, Mr. Chairman, I offer the following resolution for its adoption.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution awarding professional services contract, solid waste, condensate line.
As written, as you're all aware, it's a 400-foot condensate line that was installed in 2001 at the Energy Recovery Facility. It has ruptured twice this year alone, and there's been several issues with it over the years, and we're looking to replace it. Therefore, we need the engineering done, and we're requesting that we would bargain with you.
All right, thank you. Any discussion? Legislator Shaw.
Does this pipe lay on our property only, or is some of it on Interface's property?
I believe it to be both, but we have Director Powell here.
That section is buried entirely on our property.
Okay, thank you.
Any other discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you.
Thank you.
Legislator Wilbur.
Now that we're done with resolutions, I will make a motion to enter into executive session for proposed or pending litigation, and we will have a resolution to follow.
I'll second that, Mr. Chairman, with the caveat that we come out of executive session, is there going to be time for miscellaneous business as well?
We'll go back to our agenda.
Okay. I'll second that motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Executive session. Thank you. We're back live. Okay. And a resolution by legislators Wilbur and John.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll make a motion to bring this resolution to the floor.
I'll second it.
Will the clerk please read the heading?
Resolution approving a real property tax law 412-A agreement concerning 9 Mile Point Nuclear Station LLC with County of Oswego Industrial Development Agency.
Thank you. And second?
Second.
Oh, he did second. That's my bad. I'm not trying to steal it from you.
All right. This resolution sets forth a 5-year agreement with Exelon. Full value of the agreement is $152 million. I want to thank the team, Chairman, for being involved to put this negotiations to work for us here and brought this back. I would urge my fellow colleagues to vote for this resolution. Thank you.
Thank you. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Thank you. The last resolution, moving on to unfinished business. Hearing none. Any miscellaneous business? Legislator Shaw.
I have a brief letter here from Supervisor of Minetto, David Demacola. After being part of several teams to help with the governor's call for best shared services, as we are recovering from the loss of life, health, and revenue, I would like to propose to you a cost-saving measure. In Oswego, a hub has been created in Oswego County Jail to have a judge on call for arraignments. I believe that we can save a lot of money in court nights by having court business conducted in Oswego County Jail building, where our judges, DAs, and prisoners that need to be transported already remain. By doing so, all of our municipalities would not have to be disinfected before, during, and after court. This would also guarantee that our bathrooms would become clean and free from virus, as well as our town halls. Minor infractions and tickets to be paid can be done using internet. As we go into the future, we must adjust to the changes that are currently in front of us, and we must do so safely and efficiently. Saving lives and saving revenue are two measures as leaders we undertake as an obligation to the taxpayers of our cities and towns. Thank you.
Thank you.
On this note, Mr. Chairman, that last letter's been emailed to everybody.
All right, thank you for that clarity. Any other miscellaneous business? Look for the appropriate motion.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Adjourn. Thank you all.